Testing, testing, testing. All right, guys, what's up? What's up? This your man Orville J. Parker, aka Coach Guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to. I guess this is going to be considered my first vlog, man. It's going to be one of many. Um, yeah, got a new piece of content coming down the pipeline for you guys. All right, guys. So, yeah, this is going to be hopefully a daily vlog that I'm gonna be doing, where I'm gonna jump on here and I'm just gonna share with you guys, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, things like that, from the perspective of a business owner, a publisher, somebody that's building a one person business using AI. Okay, so you guys are gonna get to see a lot. This is where I'm just gonna get on here and just talk to you guys about, yeah, about the business. Okay, so one of the things, man, I'm tired. I got up. I didn't sleep long last night. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, so you guys know it's crazy time. I slept until about 1. Went to bed early, slept till about 1, and then couldn't sleep. Jumped up and I said, okay, I'll come in here and record some things. And I've been working we finished the expanded modules for the social commerce playbook. So I'm gonna be sitting down getting all that edited in the next 2 days so we can update that version. But we got that done. So anyway, I did that, and then I just finished a brainstorm session with Vic, my AI assistant, and so now I'm recording this vlog. This is something that we discussed and something that I'm doing. Okay, and we're yeah, get this mic down. Something that we're doing, and I'm gonna kind of just lay the framework. I want to talk to you guys about what my plans are for the end of the year. For the next month. All right, getting ready to ramp up for 2026. Now, one of the things about me is I've never been the person that says, "Okay, look, I'm gonna wait till New Year's and get started on my new direction." I try to do it months before the year change, so that way I can have some type of momentum going before we hit the year. And I've been really thinking about things, and I have yeah, I have an idea of how all 2026 is going to play out, and I'm gonna kind of share that with you guys. So you guys know I'm working on building out my catalog for my publishing company. All right, so that's a given. I have a lot of titles we've already created. We just got to get things formatted, compiled into ebooks, and then get them added to the store. All right. I was looking at it today, and I think right now we're probably at about 10 ebooks that are done, 10 titles that are done. 7 of them are already up, 3 more getting ready to go up. Okay. And so that's going to be a continuous thing, because we have like another 12 that we need to get converted over, maybe 14. I have to get in. Look, I lose count because we did so much work this year. Okay. Let's say at least 14 more that need to get converted over. And that'll put us to about 25 titles in our ebook. In our catalog. All right. And then at least we'll be caught up. All right. We'll be caught up from what we created this year. Now, we've put together this system and this machine, man, that we literally can crank these out. I'm talking about not just, all right, guys, I'm talking about really, really good research material. Really good guides. And that part we got down pat. So I'm not worried about that going into 2026. We're just going to keep cranking them out, because my whole goal is to build that catalog as big as I can build it. I literally would love to have 100 titles in there that I own and control. Okay. I would love it. All right. So think about that. So going into 2026, that's going to be going on behind the scenes. We're going to constantly be deciding what we want to create, what titles, what problem we want to fix, doing the research, gathering the data, organizing it, and then turning it into guides that people can buy our research via the guides and be able to leverage that. Okay. That's going to be taking place. So going into December, I'm going to be ironing these systems out, making sure I got all this laid out. So December for the end of the year before next year, all about, I told you guys, getting organized and getting all the systems committed to let's just call it to a page, to paper, so I can see it. Okay, we have all that worked out. Now, the other thing I'm gonna be working on for the end of the year is building out the marketing funnel for the guide that's going to be our flagship guide, which is the Social Commerce Playbook. All right. So let me show you guys kind of what it's going to look like. All right. So I have a landing page over here that I love using, man, and it converts well. And so I'm going to be using this as a inspiration for me to create the front end to the funnel. Okay. But I'm going to take you guys over and show you the landing page. All right. So here's the landing page here. Okay. And so I'm gonna be creating a new landing page, or what we call an opt-in page for the funnel, and that's where I'm gonna give away something free. So I'll probably take a and create a report out of the information in the guide and give it away free. Something really nice, okay? In return for a person to give me their first name, their last name, and their email address, okay? And then once they opt into this page here, then they're going to be redirected to a page where I'm going to have a video on there. And then what I'm going to do is walk through and sell the guide via the video. Okay. And it's not going to be a complicated funnel. It's not going to be like 3 to 4 pages. I'm just going to have a main page, and then I'll have the page where I do the presentation at, and then we'll have the buy button at the bottom so they can buy, right? And it'll probably redirect to our store, to the sales page on our store for them to buy that. And then what we're going to do on the other end, okay? And let me take you guys over to the store so you can see the store too. All right. All right, so here's the e-commerce store for our publishing company. So as we add titles, we just stack them in there, but this is a bookstore, right? Now, so like let's say for instance we're promoting the Social Commerce Playbook. When they get through looking at that sales page and they say they want to buy, they will click on that buy button and it will bring them over here to this page here where they can go ahead and order their guide. Like right now, we got the 75 page manual for $19 as a launch special. But as we compile this expanded version, which is going to be almost 100 something pages, we're going to be selling that for $49. But anybody that bought it for $19, the micro guide, is going to get the other one for free. So they're going to have 2 guides. But yeah, so that funnel, after a person hits that land, like say they opt in and they hit the sales page, they'll watch the video and stuff, and then when they get ready to buy, it'll click them over here to where they can come buy it. Now, my whole goal, now check this out, guys. My whole goal for the end of the year now is to, like, I'm gonna get that page built today. And I get probably that page, and well, it's Thanksgiving. Let me say I'm not going to do it because I can do it because the wife's going to be working on turkey and stuff. But I got some other things that I need to do, so I'll get it built tomorrow. But my whole goal for going into December is to just test those 2 pages out. So test the copy that we're going to create on the opt-in page, your copy, your words, how you got them situated, your colors of your page, all that plays into your conversions, okay? Then I'm going to test the second page that I redirect them to that has the video presentation on it. I'm not going to have a lot of text on it. I'm going to have mostly, it's going to be like a VSL, like a video sales. Let it be mostly a video with a little information, and then a buy now button where they'll click there and it'll take them to the checkout page over at the store, okay? And so in December, I want to test that heavily. I want to run ads against it, and I really want to test and try to see if I can get that kind of dialed in before January. And then that way we'll have a good start to how our year is going to go. Because in January, it's going to be simple, okay? I'm going to do nothing but promote that funnel, the Social Commerce Playbook, that product. And then behind the scenes, we're going to be constantly compiling and creating new titles that we're adding to our catalog, to our bookstore. But I'm not even going to talk about that. People who purchased our one guide from us, they can go look at it. But I'm just going to focus on all my content on promoting the social commerce playbook. Now, the other thing that I'm doing for the end of the year is, so I have two sides. I have the publishing company, then I have the e-commerce business. Okay. So on the e-commerce side, I am going to be focusing in for the remainder of the year on putting my reps in, going live a couple times a day on TikTok Shop, and selling product, and then creating about 10 videos a day. And I need to do 10. I need to get it figured out. I got the time to do it, but create 10 videos a day of me reviewing or using the products that I'm promoting over to TikTok Shop. So these are pre-recorded videos. Now, this is nothing, because some people create 20 or 30 videos a day. Once you get your workflow down to create a 1-minute video or a 2-minute video, it doesn't take a long time. You know, you could be in and out of that like in 30 minutes. All right, you can do it in 30 minutes easily, 1 or 2 videos once you get going. Or even if you did one video every 30 minutes, that's from idea to shooting to editing to doing everything, uploading. You could do 2 hours. So if I wanted to bang out the 10, I could do it in 5 hours. Then I go live for 2 hours that day, twice a day, hour and an hour. And my day is probably about an 8 to 9 hour day when you count the other things that I would do around that won't be directly being productive. Okay. But that's my whole game for my e-commerce store through all of December. Take advantage of the momentum of the holiday coming up, but then also create the momentum. So when January gets here, I'm already deep into it. Because you got to figure, guys, if I go live 2 hours a day, and we're not even in December yet, so let's just say 35 days, because it'll be 5 days from this month and that. That's 70. That's 70 hours of being live in 35 days. All right, 70 hours. That's me going live 70 different times. That's very key, very important, because you perfect your skill through repetition. So every time I go live, I get better at talking, get better at presenting, get better at engaging, get better at call to action. And that allows me to go through the reps fast. Just like making those videos. If I make 10 videos a day, and remember, we're going to use 5 days out of November and then a 30 out of December. That means that I'm going to make 350 videos before the end of the year. Reps. So by doing that, I'm going to put a lot of content out there that's of me promoting products. All right. But I'm going to go through that learning curve on how to create a scroll stopping, engaging piece of content. All right. With a strong call to action. That's nothing but a mini ad. But I would be then create 350 videos. And I then went through that learning curve fast. Then in January, I should be positioned to really get the rolling, because I didn't wait to January. I've started 35 days at the end of the year of 2025. And then in January, man, we should be rocking and rolling. All right. And then all next year, man, that's all I'm going to do. All next year, it's going to be about promoting the playbook, the social commerce playbook, and then running the e-commerce business and using what I learned in the e-commerce business to give me ideas for updating the guide. And then I'm going to be using the guide to learn how to do the TikTok Shop affiliate program and get better at that, and UGC, which is user generated content. All right. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So for the end of the month, tightened up all my processes, working through them, getting them all figured out, and then putting them all inside of Notion or Apple Notes, laid out so I know what all my processes look like. Okay, all my frameworks. Okay, then it's going to be also getting this funnel done soon, like in the next couple of days, so I can start testing it. But running this funnel for the remainder of the year, throwing some money behind some ads, and also creating a lot of organic content. That's free content that drives traffic back there, and tracking it, because I would use different links so that way I could track where the lead came from. I'll show you guys this. And then, yeah, and then for the remainder of the year, man, get in and go live for 2 hours a day, 2 times for an hour, and then also, create these 10 videos a day. All right? So that's my game plan, man. That's my game plan, for the remainder of the year. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, guys. I'm tired. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a good thing. Woke up early because I laid down early. Now I'm just gonna jump back into bed, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. God bless.